Okay, you all come in, hit that like and share button. Make sure you share this. I'm almost home, and yes, I got my silk press. What you all think? It's kind of grew since the last time I wore my natural hair. But I have been outside in the wind, so you know it's kind of blown out everywhere. Need to give my real hair opportunity to breathe, but it feels good to feel my scalp. I'm going to be honest. Um, let's get into what's going on with the bank run, and then I'm gonna sit. I will sit in front of my laptop at home once I get there in a couple hours and do a more breakdown detail. This is just me riding and thinking, digesting it all. What happened? Let me see if I can adjust this phone just a little bit. All right, digesting everything that's happened. And this is really, I know you probably expecting it to be, this is really not a live stream to say I told you so, right? I don't think my phone is going to adjust well, right? This is not a live stream to say I told you so, although I did tell you so. But I knew that I was spreading this message before my time, right? I knew that I was probably 5 years ahead of of telling the message of what would happen. I knew in 2018 when I stopped being deemed or known as the queen of credit and doing credit repair to where we are now, 2023. I knew the time would come. I just knew it in 2018, and I was spreading a message, kind of like um, the allegory of Noah building the ark. That story, right? That story in the Bible. Give me a second. Let me let me take this out. Then maybe it'll help my phone rest better, right? So the allegory of Noah building the ark, and Noah is warning people beforehand. If all people see is the sunshine, they see no signs of rain. I don't even know if that Regan have ever even heard of a thing called rain, right? That area, like some people never heard of a thing called crypto or digital currency, and Noah. And this allegory is like this metaphoric story is saying it is going to rain. You are prepare, build your ark, get prepared. And the people did not prepare. They did not prepare. So in 2018, I decided within myself, I'm not doing credit repair anymore, the FICO score. I started studying Bitcoin. That's when the Bitcoin had its last halving. In 2018, I came out in May at the Bitcoin halving of 2018. I got in late with Bitcoin, but I got in when it was $3,000, and that was late because Jeremiah Da Vinci, the black man that lives in Dubai now, was telling people to get in. He was like, if you just buy $1 worth of Bitcoin, just buy $1 worth, right? When Bitcoin was first released after um, the great reset of 2008, after the big housing market crash. And, I can see my daughter is 23 years old. I can see her not really grasping recessions, right? Because, recessions they typically happen every 10 to 15 years. And so during 2008, she's 23 now. So during that time, that's approximately 25 years ago, before really she was born in 99. So, she's like 9 years old at that time, right? And but if you are of age to know what happened in 2008, I don't get it. I don't get why you don't grasp that these are cycles and these are seasons that happen like clockwork all the time. I just so happen to study things like the 1929 bank collapse and the 1929 bank runs and 1933 and Nikola Tesla, 1900s type stuff when it comes to money and finances. I'm just fascinated about that. I go back to the 1800s and study the Wizard of Oz and the history of money starting dating back in as far as the 1800s. But you should be at least be able to go back to 25 years ago to 2008. So 2008. Well, not even. I'm sorry, my numbers are off. Not 25 years ago, but 15 years ago to 2008. You should remember that. You should remember the bank runs. You should remember the bank collapse, right? So it should not be hard to tell you all it's happening again. If you can go back 15 years ago, it should not be hard to say it's happening again, with the exception that this is not only going to include the housing market crash, because they went from subprime loans to call them non-prime loans. They did not change the concept, they just changed the name, right? As you say, history, I forgot who made that quote. History may not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. But I know Mike Maloney says it this way. Mike Maloney, who's been educated about silver and gold, says, history does repeat itself, just with a little twist. And I agree with Mike Maloney. History always repeats itself. They just add a little twist to it, The flu pandemic back with the masks, they just add a little twist and call it a different name. Let's just rename it. Same when you study the flu pandemic, everything lined up with C-19. Everything. C-19, they told people then to wear masks. People's in the frantic, people's in the fear, right? Same thing, they just changed the name. But the issue is people won't go back and they won't study history. They will not study history. They will not study history of money. And I say this all the time. They don't know what money is. They never held real money, most people, because real money is silver and gold, just point blank. It is not your paper fiat currency. That's, as Robert Kiyosaki calls it, fake money. And so now, this is not your typical bank collapse. This is not your small, hey, loving my hair. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just got it did. Yeah, I needed a break from the braids. It looks a little longer on this side than this side, so I guess I had the T-bars type, look or whatever. The TLC, I forgot what they call it, type of hairstyle, which is kind of short. Starts with an A, but I can't think of it right now. But thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate it. So now the sixth largest bank in the nation, not just your commercial bank that wouldn't have got any national attention, not just your mom and pops, small commercial banks. No. The sixth largest bank. And then you have it in Tech City, Silicon Valley. This is strategic. California, New York. I've done the gematria on New York and California. The 111 connected to them. What is gematria? Gematria is when you convert letters into the numbers to reveal a numerical code that's hidden behind letters. Like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, right? So it's the letters behind, it's the numbers associated or connected to those letters. New York, let me make sure because I'm in my driveway. And so we have the Bank of New York. Bitcoin is up 24,000 Bitcoin pump, 17%. These are signs, and no, I'm not telling you to go out and purchase Bitcoin as it's pumping, but for some reason people do that. They do that. They wait till they see it. They won't get it when it's low. They won't get it when it's 16K. No. They get it when it's its all-time high. They won't get it at 16K. They'll get it at 69,000 at its all-time high. Never understood that. New York is 1111. You see it? In gematria, that's the ordinal. And actually, the ordinal equals to 69. If I was in front of my laptop, you all can see it a little better. The ordinal equals to 69. As above, so below. I can go into that, but I won't touch it right now. Then we have the double 33. I've been breaking down the double 33 and what that means. California is the double 88, the infinity, the first and the last, the beginning and the end, the recycling of a new season that's transitioning out of an old season. And again, this is not a video to say I told you so, even though I did, because I see a lot of religious people now. They are suddenly getting these prophetic word from God about an economic shift, about investing in the cloud and AI. Now, all of a sudden, when it's becoming a little crystal clear, they are getting these prophetic word from God. Now they're getting, their prophetic powers. But I'm like, why do you have this? Like when I was teaching about it in 2018, because it's coming more evident now when the sixth largest bank crashed. Anybody can say it's time to invest in the clouds now. It's time to convert your money into real money, which is gold, tangible gold, and silver. However, let me say this: gold is not meant to grow your money. I have to say this over and over and over and over again. If you are not already a 6 or 7 figure person that has that amount in cash, then you don't need to be in gold. If you don't have 6, 7 figures, in my opinion, that you need to roll over into gold, because gold is a storer of wealth. It stores wealth. It preserves your purchasing power. It keeps your dollars out of the banking system, and it keeps your cash from inflation. It keeps your cash from losing its purchasing power. That's the purpose of gold. Silver, however, outperforms gold in a bull run. It is more of a middle class person's what they will use as an investment tool. And the shortage of silver and copper, I've said this over and over and over again for almost 5 years during this economic reset, because this is where we are. This is the greatest economic reset that in human history. I want you all to understand the times and the opportunity, right? Understand, some of you all, and I'm saying this in my Michael Jackson voice with love, you have text that number 331 and you have did nothing. Some of you all have texted me 5 or 6 times to the point where if I've already sent you the message, the information, I'm not texting you anymore. I have some people that want me to go out of my way, and say, can you email me? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going out of my way. Listen, if you won't go out of your way, why should I go out of mine? Right? If you won't go out of your way for your own financial security, why should I go out of my way for you? I'm not going to do it, but I'm just asking you a thought-provoking question, a rhetorical question that does not require you to comment, but it requires you to think. Hey, I'm doing this right now. Can you send me an email? No. CC, and I look at the text thread. I've sent you the information 5 times. And then I ask a question. And I said, hey, I sent the information before. Have you not received it? And then this is just to know if you got the text. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, but you received that text, but you didn't receive the other text? No, we don't play those games, people. Listen, if you are not serious about positioning yourself, March the 13th, you said that hair though. Yeah, I got the braids out. I wanted my hair to breathe. Um, if you are not serious, all I'm saying is by the end of this year, by the third and fourth quarter, 2023, you are going to regret it. And that is your decision. That is. I made a post yesterday that your dream can either be achieved or aborted. It all depends on your action or your inaction. It's just that simple. Your dream can either be achieved or aborted. It all depends on your action or your inaction. I do appreciate you all coming on here saying hello. We can be social media friends, but when it comes to business, when it comes to texting my phone, be a person that really wants to position yourself for this wealth transfer. Someone sent me a text this morning and that number got blocked, and they said, Queen, I wasn't able to attend the Zoom, but it's something I want to talk to you about. I always throw the word God bless or something. And can you call me? No, I'm not. I'm not calling and chasing you to help you. No, I'm not. I'm not. I am not. I pour out enough of my time, privately and publicly, educating. I've been doing it for 5 years. I will not call you unless we are already in business together and you need assistance. But just, oh, no, 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 Queen, I don't want to do that. But listen, can you give me a call? No, 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 no. I've changed the phone number I had for years. I had it and I changed it because people would have my personal phone number and I just randomly just text me. I just changed that number. Now I have this business number, and you can get blocked from that number as well. Because listen, when you've been telling people, right, and the sixth largest bank collapsed, and some people still won't see it. The sixth largest bank, and now it's rumored that Elon Musk may buy SVB. Jim Cramer just told people 2 weeks ago to buy the stock with that bank that just crashed. Whatever Jim Cramer says to do, I do just the opposite. And the sixth largest, and then you have New York. You had 3 banks over the weekend. 3 over the weekend that has crashed. 3. And you don't want to convert your cash into assets at this point. 3 people. 3 banks. I know some people were busy watching the NBA. Well, not busy. They were entertained. Entertaining themselves watching the Oscars. But when are you going to entertain your money moves? Again, we can be social media. You can come on here. Hello, Lee Brown. Greetings to you. Hello, Big J100. Greetings to you. But do not text that number unless you want a serious look at an opportunity that you can convert your cash into crypto that are digitally linked back to Elon Musk. They say Elon Musk may purchase SVB to make it an all digital banking. I don't think Elon Musk is going to make that purchase, but Elon Musk is a little unpredictable, so he might. I don't think he is. What's going to happen is the Fed is going to take over that bank and make it digital. They've already said that they're going to offer people an option to get their cash back in USDC, right? With that USDC option, they're going to say, hey, this is going to be more stable. It's going to be more secure, right? It's never going to dip where you can lose your purchasing power. It's going to be a very stable coin. But what they're not going to tell people is, as I was listening to President Biden say, hey, trust the banks. Your money is safe with the banks. Now, and let me say this. Where are the people now that was popping up on my live stream saying, hey, vote Democrat. We need to get Trump out. And I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm neither nor. They are not against each other, so why should I be? But where were the people back during election that will pop on my live stream? We need Democrat in office. And I'm telling you, it don't matter who's in office. This has been in preparation, people, for years. It didn't matter who watch it was going to be on. I don't know why, Biden wanted to sit up and let it be on his watch, because Trump surely got out. He didn't want to fall on his lap. But this has been in motion. Like, what do you all think happened in 2018? The whole global world was shut down. Why? Globally. No one. Everybody told everybody to get a shut in because the banks then was going through the repo market. Everybody that I was telling to, okay, hey, you better enjoy your FICO credit score. And I started educating people about the FICO 10 and the FICO 10T that was coming. T means trending. And I was telling them that these FICO systems, listen, your FICO score, there's still people on social media showing 720 points improvement. It doesn't matter. Your FICO score doesn't matter. Why? Because the banks do not have access to cheap money. It does not matter. The banks does not have access to cheap money. Then I'm listening to President Biden says the taxpayer will not have to pay for this. You know, reminding me of Bush when he said, was it Bush that said, read my lips? Yep. I did not have relations with that woman. Biden said, Biden said, again, I repeat, the taxpayers. I'm like, God, please. How y'all gonna bail the banks out? You $32 trillion in debt yourself. You have no option but to print more money. Now you're gonna bring in what you want to bring in anyway, was the digital currency system, United States USDC. And they're going to give these people an option because, listen, there are people that have multiple millions in Silicon Valley Bank, SVB. Not only is their millions at risk because the FDIC only insures up to $250,000, but now the small startups that they were funding, their payroll, the small businesses attached to that. Someone posted this in the group, said it about 2 or 3 times like he was trying to believe himself, Biden. And then Biden will come on and tomorrow and say he forgot what he said. He'll blame it on his dementia. Biden will come on and say he forgot that he didn't say that. But anyway, it's all the game anyway. She don't like Biden. I don't like any president because I understand. Look, how can you win a game that's rigged unless you know the game is rigged? Some people don't know the game is rigged. Some people do not know the game is rigged. Hey, Queen, I want to let you know that oh, thank you. That's what I need, some positive energy. I want to let you and your users know about a crypto I learned about from one of your live streams about a year ago. You have a YouTube account. Who is this? Doc Candy. You can hit the go live button and let them know from your account. Just go live and let them know from your account. You go way beyond measure. I do. That's why I don't play games with people. And I tell people this is how you work with me. This is how we're gonna have a working relationship. But to let people just play around my phone and text me and say, can you call me? No. Can you email me? No. Not if we don't have a business relationship. No, we can't. I don't do that randomly. But some of these companies that might affect now, Airbnb, DoorDash, Robinhood, maybe potentially, Tesla, Zoom, Stripe, Square, Credit Karma, Gusto, Intercom, Line, Patreon, Rubrik, because this is an AI, Zillow, Blue Apron. This is Trustpilot. This is Silicon Valley. This is where technology thrives. This is hitting the technology market. And why is that? Because they want to bring in artificial technology anyway. They want to bring in digital banking anyway. That was the plan. And let me tell you, the CEOs, these people already knew. They always already knew. This is no like, oh my God, 3 banks, 3 weekend. We was not aware. What happened? No, this stuff put in plan years ago. Like this stuff was planned in I would say at least in 2009, 2010 when Bitcoin came out. And why do you think Bitcoin purpose was? To take out of the banks to be peer to peer. And this is why I've been telling people this: commodities have always saved recession. Look at the Bible, look at the biblical analogies, look at the biblical stories. It's called, listen, people, this is another topic, but I'm gonna say it. Why do you think scriptures are called scriptures? They are scripts. That's why scriptures are called scriptures. But anyway, they are scripts. When Joseph was helping with the recession that made him ultra rich and wealthy, he sold. He didn't give it away. He didn't give it away for free. He sold wheat, and he sold it to slaves. You would think he would have, like, okay, they slaves, they poor poverty. No, he sold it to them, because in life and in business, it always has to be an exchange of services. Free does not ever set people free. Ever. That's why I tell people, no, you can't come on my YouTube and share anything. You have a YouTube account. You invest your time, your platform, and you talk and start acquiring your followers. Joseph sold wheat, a commodity. 2 Kings chapter 4, the widow woman, husband died. Husband left her 2 sons and bad debt, in a bad situation. He didn't have life insurance. I'm just ad-libbing. He didn't have life insurance. He didn't have a policy and plan for the husband, for the wife, and 2 kids. And evidently he wasn't good at managing money, because the widow had to go to another man for financial advice. Right. And so, you know what Elijah told her to do? He said, go get you a commodity, go get some oil. And it helped her out of her recession. Right, because the economy can have a recession, and you can be in your own recession, and everybody else around you thriving and doing good. Just think about the widow woman. Evidently, her neighbors were doing well, because she didn't have enough pots, but her neighbors did. And Elijah said, go borrow from your neighbors. See, 1 out of 5 houses, one house may be struggling financially, and now the rest of the 4 can be thriving. It's all about your actions or your inactions. And so then we look at Elijah and another widow woman it was always a woman and a son that Elijah saved people from. Son, S-O-N. That's because sons represent passing on legacy, right? A daughter get her name changed, she'll get married and name change. She won't pass on that family legacy. A son is the only one that can pass on the family name. But anyway, and Elijah said, he said, what are you gonna do? She said, look, I'm about to bake my last meal, and I'm about to die. What was her last meal? Her cake, her bread, her commodity. For the people that only have cash in their hand and they do not have commodities, I pity for you, because not all cryptos are made alike and the same. Bitcoin is deemed a commodity. That's why Bitcoin is up over 24% during this banking crash. And other cryptos just got small, minimum gains, right? I don't listen. The gaming cryptos, look, that's fine, but you need to understand the difference. What set Bitcoin and Ethereum apart is that they are commodities and they are not going anywhere. And so for the people that text CC to the number on the screen, I help you also get other cryptos connected to commodities like aluminum, like agriculture, natural gas, crude oil, and also the intelligent investor. Intelligent investor. Warren Buffett read this book at 12 years of age, The Intelligent Investor. And he learned, when he read that book, he stopped buying stocks and he started buying businesses. These cryptocurrencies also have commodities such as bottled water, energy drinks, coffee, tea. I just got a decaf coffee from McDonald's. No sugar, no cream. Where was I? Yeah. Wine, spirits, carbonated beer. these crypto commodities that also give you passive income where you just don't have to put money in there that you may not can afford to go without for a lengthy number of times or weeks or months or years. Some people say, I'm not investing in crypto because it's a scam. No, no, no. I lost $20,000. Well, first of all, it's just a paper loss. You're only losing crypto when you cash out. And then let's talk about what type of cryptos that you invest in. That you invest in something like a Doge, like a Shiba Inu first. Those should never be your first investments. Now it may be something you do on the back end because I'm just gonna do it on the back end, Queen. I got a couple of $100 to put into this, and however way it flows, the wind blows with it, I'm good. That's the mindset you have into Shiba and Doge. That should not be your mindset to invest in first with the concept of thinking I'm going to be a multimillionaire, because they are 50-50. They could go either way. So commodities, not only in biblical times, when the 5,000 people followed Jesus, right? He just didn't say, okay, let me pray to my Father in heaven to send food and rain food down from heaven, which most people think God is going to give them money from heaven. I saw this Facebook post yesterday. It said one thing for a person to do and expect God to do about 5 of them. The only thing the person had to do was ask God. Then it said, believe God, trust God, wait on God, and watch God perform. I'm like, okay, so you gave God 5, 6 things to do, and the only thing this person had to do is one, and that's ask. That's not even biblically aligned. Why you say that, Queen? Because when God used Peter's boat, Peter could have said, Lord, look, now I didn't let you use my boat. You know what I'm saying? And you done preach the good news to a big crowd of people. You needed somewhere to crash, and I let you come in and crash. Now, can you do me a little favor? I need some fish. My business is in the red. What if, God said, Peter, go to work. Go and cast that net on the other side. Go into the deep. That means Peter had to maneuver that boat. He had to go to a different area or location he was not familiar with. He had to do some work, and he had to throw that net. And then it said his partners had to help him. He was so much fish. Nowhere did it say all you have to do is ask. When Elijah helped the widow woman retire rich, she asked him. Elijah said, what can I do to help you? She asked. Then he said, okay, let me give you the plan, but you got to go to work. I want you to go out there and borrow these vessels. She had to go by feet. She had to do some action. Her and her son had to carry those pots in. They had to do work to execute the plan. The woman that was about to bake her last meal and die, she had to bake that cake. She had to stir the boat. She had to do some work. I don't know where people with religious mindset get this concept from, that all you gotta do is sit back and ask. The man by the pool of Bethesda, he said, Lord, I need my healing. I need to be healed. I'm at this pool, and I've been sitting at this pool for years, and nobody will help me. Not me being me. I would have said, how do you expect there are people around you to help you? They just like you. They lame too. Now, I would have had to be a little sarcastic, but Jesus said, you pick up your bed, you walk. You can do it. He had to do physical work, not just mouth motion. He had to put forth an action of performance, and then it was able to be multiplied. So first you get the information from my mouth, and then you make a decision whether you want to act. Now, if you, think that, hey, Queen, I'm good, I got a couple thousand in the bank. Well, just think about the people that had millions in the bank. Think about the people that had millions in the bank. You talking about you good with a couple thousand. Think about what this is about to do to inflation. Biden is saying taxpayers won't have to pay. Well, you may not have to pay when it comes. You're going to have to pay one way, either through inflation or through, taxation. I've been telling you all along, the best thing you all can do with cash is to invest it into assets. because cash is the highest depreciating. It's an asset because if you need milk, water, pay your light bill, yeah, it's an asset. I'm not gonna say it's not, but it's the lowest yielding asset that it is. And now that it's crashing, and now that it's about to be converted digitally, are you ahead of the game? Do you see the chess move? We play chess over here, not checkers. Do you see the moves that the government is making? If I was at home, you in my live stream from my room, you'll see millionaire moves. Are you making millionaire moves right now? Well, Queen, I don't want to be a millionaire. Well, you don't know how inflation would go. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And so many people talking about they waiting on God for something. God already gave you what you need in Genesis 1:26 and 27. You was blessed then. You was born rich. You was blessed before you was in this physical form. And God blessed them and said, multiply and subdue and have dominion. At this point, it's a mindset. And time is short. My message from 2018 to where we are now, it's about to change because the third or fourth quarter this year, and I'm going to be honest with you, I did say last winter, I said, winter is coming, winter is coming, winter is coming, prepare, prepare. No, 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 no. It wasn't 2022 winter. No, it's going to be this winter. It's going to be this winter. It's going to be 2023 winter. The third and fourth quarter of this year is going to knock some people's socks off. And people are still not converting their cash into assets. People 401ks are going to look like 201ks. The stock market is going to crash drastically because it has to have a reset as well. It's going to have to be more digitally. The old businesses that were thriving, everything digital. Silicon Valley is just going to be converted to a digital banking system. New York, digital banking system. They started with the two largest ones. I'm surprised a big bank in Texas haven't collapsed yet, because usually Texas and Florida follows, because those are the bigger cities, the bigger states. I mean, those are the bigger states, and so they start with the bigger states first. So a lot of these, you got a lot of startup companies going to be affected. This is and no pun, but XRP Army, you can come in and say XRP, doesn't matter. You know, XRP going to be XRP. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be fine. But I don't like people to overly get excited about something that's not in detail yet, because you never know which way these people may go. You might have been thinking XRP, and it might be just XLM all the time. And it's going to be both, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, right? But Bitcoin is going to be Bitcoin. Ethereum is going to be Ethereum. And these cryptos, backed by a commodity that you get passively, that's going to move with natural gas. So you all natural gas prices are going to go right back like it did last summer during peak traveling season. Crude oil is going to go right back to where it was or higher. So why not get the crypto commodities right now that's connected and collaborated with them? Also, for these crypto commodities, these digital license, the prices on them are going to increase Wednesday. So if you want to get in right now and take your money out the bank and put it in digital cryptos, right, it's just best to get in before the prices increase on Wednesday. Because this opportunity is about timing, timing, timing. People, we are in a new season and we are in a new cycle. As Luke 19:13 says, do business until I return. People ask for the rapture. You haven't even started doing business yet. So if you just like me socially, just come on a live stream, say hey, but people don't text that number unless you really want to look at something that's going to be life-changing for you and your family. No, I'm not calling you. If the opportunity is not for you, once you look at it, do not text me back and ask you to call me. I call people that I am connected with in business and business only, right? Flip of the switch. That's right, D-Wow. Hey, I'm signing out, you all. I'll do another live stream later on. Let me get in my home. You all have a great day. And people, let's prepare for the greatest wealth transfer that this generation will ever experience. Either the moves you're making right now are making you more prosperous, or the moves that you're not making is going to push you more into poverty. You all be blessed. Queen out.